Hey, and welcome to Graphics, Gears, and Wires. This is Henry, and I wanted to talk about a project I've been working on. I just did a video. My last video was about the space sim, the 2D space game that I'm building in the Godot Game Engine. Um, this is a piece that I'm building for that. It was actually something I was just kind of goofing around with, but I got the idea of in the 2D space game being able to go down to a planet's surface, maybe even explore inside of asteroids, things like that, with a lander like the classic game lander. So I put something together really quickly in Godot, and to just say how easy this engine is to work with. This is my second project in Godot, the big space sim being the first, and this one I put together in about a day. There are no sprites. Everything that I made is basically just vector graphics drawn in the Godot engine. Even the ground I'll be landing on, the platform I'll be landing on, everything. The game is procedurally generated, so every single time a level loads, it's a random level, but done with a seed, so that level 58 is always the same for everyone, no matter what, and so is level 4042, although I've never seen level 4042, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game. This is just the Godot editor. I'm going to go ahead and start it up, and I got to move it into the screen here for us. I've got this running at 1280 by 720. I imagine this will be like a mini game inside of my other game, but you can see I can move my little lander around. I've got a particle effect for his exhaust. These things were really easy to build in Godot, and I've got a platform. Every time a level loads, the platform drops into a position that's randomly selected through the seed. So I guess procedurally selected, I should say. And then settles onto the ground. And that allows me to make the ground unique every time. It lets me not have to manually place that platform. And the ground can vary from level to level, and that's all procedurally generated also. And what I imagine in actual game is peaks and things that are more mountainous and less Atari-like. I want to add textures to all of this, unless I decide to do it as some kind of computer interface you're looking at it from your ship, something like that. Yeah, everything's working, and it was easy to put together. I've got these are all rigid bodies in the Godot engine, and it's been very easy to work with them. The whole engine has just been phenomenal. And I can play this before I start losing up to like level 40. I've just been goofing with it. So I'm not going to go through all that. But you can see as I go, I'm using fuel here. And then every time I pass a level, I get just a tiny little bit of fuel back. But I could imagine converting this into something where there's more to do. Maybe I've got to dodge some kind of enemies. Maybe I've got to land on a water planet and deal with sea life. Maybe there are other disasters, bad wind, things like that, that could make things more difficult. And this would just kind of be a mini game that ties into the larger 2D space game that I'm building, which I expect to have quite a few mini games in there. So that's it. Let me know what you think. And I can do, this game is simple enough if people are interested. I can do a full tutorial on building this in 3 or 4 videos. Teach you about collision detection, teach you about procedural generation to some extent, and teach you about particle effects and things like that. So if there's interest in doing that, I will definitely do that. Just let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe. Thanks.